Thank you. Oh my God, I actually am gay. Clap if you can hear my gay voice. Right? Look at all these progressives. No, you wanna know where I run into issues with it? Is because, first of all, when you become a comedian, everybody around you, like your agent, your manager, they convince you that now you have to become an actor. Like, you've got to audition, get in there, get in sitcoms, go be a TV star. So, like, I went out, I did this, like, audition, and I was like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna be an actor. And they always, like, bullet point, like, what your character description's gonna be. So, you know, with my gay voice, this is very difficult. Like, this one woman was like, all right, here's your character. His name is Zach, he's 19, and he's a football player. Well, Zach's gonna have a secret to share with everyone. It's just so stupid. And also, like, I know what I look like. I'm Italian, and I'm also Mexican. So, like, from here up, I just look like a deli worker. Oh, I have what I call deli face. Like, without gay voice, I'd probably sound like, my friend, or whatever. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That could be like its own musical, like Deli Man, like, come get your meat. That's in my Grindr profile. Oh, I'm so sick of Grindr. I'm on it, and I know who's on it. Grindr is the Pokemon Go of the past. Grindr, yes. Okay, first of all, let me just say this, because everybody else was straight. They're like, well, we have our own Grindr. We have Tinder. Calm down. Tinder is tap it compared to Grindr. Like, Tinder, it shows you how far someone is by, like, the mile. Grindr shows you how far someone is by the foot. Which is why I think they should call it fruit by the foot. But that's just, it would be so much better. Can you imagine? Oh, I think about, like, growing up, and the first gay person that I saw on television was C-3PO. Am I wrong? Yes! The Richard Simmons of space. C-3PO. And let me just say this. He got gayer in each Star Wars movie. Like, the first movie, he was just sort of like, oh my. But then, like, by Return of the Jedi, literally at one point, he goes, dear Lord. I'm like... Robots' arms don't go up like that. And his whole thing, too, is like, I'm fluent in over 6 million forms of communication, and you chose gay, Brett. Oh, it's so, and every Disney character is gay, no question. Every single Disney character, Jafar. Prince Boo-Boo, okay. Yeah, you really want to fuck Jasmine, got it. I mean, if you wear a jewel and your best friend's a parrot, you're gay. So annoying. I was such a gay kid, you know what I mean? There was no hiding it. I mean, like, so I'm very Italian. I grew up on the same block as my first 22 cousins. I used to come home every single day after preschool, and I would run to my cousin's basement. My cousin Megan had these ruby red slippers, and I loved them. I would put them on, I'd walk around in it, da-da-da. And the kids never shamed me. I mean, they're picking their nose, they're shitting their pants, they don't give a shit, right? It is always the adult who shames you. It's always the adult who pulls you aside and tells you you're different, this is wrong, you shouldn't do this. Gender roles. I mean, it's like, I still hold on to the shame. I remember the first time I was shamed. I will never, ever forget it. My uncle Mike pulled me aside and he said, Matteo, why aren't you outside playing football like all the other boys? And I looked at him and I said, well, it is very hard to catch a football while you're running in these heels. Like, you know, like, you idiot, I'm gay. Like, it just is, I mean, I had a Barbie, for God's sakes, like, okay, first of all, clap if you had a Barbie growing up. Okay, right. I feel so bad for Barbie. I feel like Barbie has done everything to please us and will never be satisfied. I mean, am I wrong? They always say Barbie's bad for girls, this and that, she doesn't have ribs, whatever. So it's like, I mean, but think about it. Barbie, what else can she do? She's been white, we're like, no. She was black, we're like, no. She's been Asian, we're like, no. She's been Latina, we're like, no. She was a doctor, a scientist, an astronaut. We put her in a wheelchair at one point. She was married to Ken, a gay husband that is very progressive. And still, they made like a whole new line of Barbies. They're like, look, she's bigger, she's a real woman. And we're like, she's a whore. This doesn't work the same for boys. I mean, it's like boys play with Batman. What are the, Batman, the worst role model in the world. He's white, privileged, and beats the shit out of people. And our response, never change. All right, you guys have been so great. I'm Matteo. Thank you very much.